The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Coming up tonight, Attorney General Ryan Pinder clarifying the Smugglers Bill 2025 today, doubling down on a number of new provisions in the bill and insisting it is not an asylum bill. So why is that idea persisting? We talk about it tonight. Also tonight, Rick Fox speaking out again. This time, he's hitting out at the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, saying Cooper does not realize the value of a global figure such as him, Rick Fox, who have done more for the Bahamas than most Bahamians. And then later this evening, Ian Thomas is here. It's December. It's the holiday season, and so it's also the weekend, and obviously you know what that means. Get ready for savings, savings, and more savings. He tells us about some of those coming up. This is Beyond the Headlines. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you along this evening. Well, Attorney General Ryan Pinder speaking out today. The Smugglers Bill is getting a lot of attention, a lot of traction too. Many say it's confusing, it's misleading. It makes room for asylum seekers and paves the way for thousands of Haitians to enter the Bahamas and, by extension, seek citizenship or be granted citizenship. We get the story from Jose Etienne, and then we come back and talk about it.
This is not an asylum bill. This does not contain any enhanced rights to asylum that don't already exist in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
And to drive that point home, he revealed new data that government believes should settle the debate.
More than 70% of the applications are actually denied because they have a lack of grounds.
Now, what the bill does do, according to officials, is give prosecutors the teeth they've long asked for to go after human smugglers. But it does not let migrants walk away without consequence.
Without more evidence, we would not charge a migrant with smuggling. But we can still detain, charge under immigration offenses that exist, and deport in accordance with our existing immigration laws.
At the same time, the bill cannot violate human rights.
Our officers must ensure, one, that people are not subjected to inhumane or degrading treatment. Secondly, that vulnerable persons, and this includes children, this includes pregnant women, this includes people with serious medical conditions, are identified and they're handled with the appropriate care.
And for prosecutors who've been frustrated for years by what they call patchwork workarounds, this bill, they say, finally fixes that.
Prosecutors pursuing smuggling charges have been forced to patch together different provisions from the Penal Code, the Immigration Act, and our customs laws.
Case in point, a recent interception that officials say exposed just how easy it is for smugglers to slip through loopholes.
December the 3rd, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force disrupted a suspected human smuggling attempt. The individuals and the vessel were turned over to the appropriate authorities for further investigation relating to failure to clear customs and immigration, overstaying.
And they argue the bill's real power becomes clear when looking back at the tragic 2022 human smuggling attempt that left at least 17 dead, including a young girl and a pregnant woman.
If you look at the bill, you have what we call aggravated activities, or transporting vulnerable persons, but also transporting more than 10 persons. All of these criteria are aggravating circumstances under the current bill, which gives you enhanced penalties.
Welcome back. Of course, you all saw that story by Jose Etienne. If you watched that news conference today, and I tell you, Minister of National Security was present, the Commodore of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force present, all talking about the necessity of shoring up our borders, of putting in stronger laws with teeth that's going to really punish those who smuggle. It's something that has been creeping up more and more in the Bahamas and in our waters. And therefore, as it relates to smuggling and ensuring that those who are guilty really pay, whether it's monetarily and or jail time, there was nothing really in the law that addressed that specifically. They pulled from many other areas to try and come up with punishment. But what the smugglers bill is intent on doing is absolutely directly addressing smuggling, human trafficking, all of those things that many nations around the world, including the great United States, is paying attention to. And so you all, this is where we're going to get into it this evening, because there's a lot of misinformation, and that word has become the buzzword throughout this entire thing, because many people are saying, oh, the government is misleading. Well, why would the government mislead? Why would the government, months before an election, want to swindle, bamboozle, hoodwink, and run amok on us the very slick agenda of bringing in thousands of Haitians into the nation, give them quickly citizenship so that they can win an election? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the necessity of this. You all saw reports in Reuters about why this is important, particularly as it relates to the Trump administration. You saw last night on this show, I had an NBC News clip speaking of how Trump now views third world nations, and so much more. We could see it happening elsewhere. Other nations are very angry because of the foreign element of the human smuggling, and everybody is trying to get a handle on this, whether it's human trafficking, smuggling, all the rest of it, in order to meet what is United Nations standards and conventions, but also to help with the dignity of human life. And so this evening, we're going to jump in right there. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines. Good to have you. Talk show host Adrian Francis is here. We also have Ellington Ferguson and Cassius Stewart. Good evening to each of you.
Good evening, Shanique. Good evening, Bahamas. Certainly it's a pleasure to be here once again to lend my voice to these pertinent issues.
Well, also good evening to you, Shanique, and to the Bahamas at large, and to Cassius Stewart, to all of us who have become voices here in our country, trying to hold up the whole idea of a sovereign nation.
Absolutely. Cassius, how are you?
And Shanique, how you doing? Listen, I bring you greetings from not just the Bahamas, from the entire Caribbean, from Barbados, Trinidad, St. Lucia, Jamaica. The Jamaican leader of the opposition sent us a voice note the other day. And so listen, the whole Caribbean is watching, Shanique. They want to know what the Bahamas is doing.
Well, I'm so happy that they're going to be informed as responsibly, as objectively, and as thoroughly through Beyond the Headlines. And I do want to join you in saying hello to them. I know we do have a wonderful viewership and in the Caribbean, and hello to all of you. We often try to also speak with them and feature, any issue they have going on so that we can continue to inform all of us. After all, we are one people in this region. And so good evening to all of you watching. Welcome to the show. Gentlemen, let's jump right in. This smuggler's bill is very necessary. We know that. Before now, while there were laws and immigration laws and other types of laws of just breaking the law, there was nothing as strong and as stringent as this is meant to be to specifically address human trafficking, human smuggling. Adrian, I see you are ready to jump in. Let's start with you.
Yesterday, there's a gentleman who came to Nassau yesterday who was a former football player, running back. He's a running back for the Dallas Cowboys back in the day. His name is Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker has been sent to the Bahamas to get some things organized. Mm-hmm. Now he's the new ambassador from America to the Bahamas. Herschel Walker. Anyone can manage a company with all the numbers, and that's what's been happening to us. We've been managing a company without understanding the broader picture and the bigger view that's happening, whether it's America, whether it's everybody's doing what is called border protection. ICE has gone at a different level when it comes to border protection. And so no one knows about the conversation that's been had, whether it's with immigration, whether it's with foreign affairs. No one knows all the conversation that's been had that even would have pushed this bill forward at this time. And so when you are street walking and street marching and making noise, sometimes you have to get a bigger approach to what is happening. You cannot come through the back door. It's a statement that God gave me. You cannot come through the back door and get front door benefits. The smuggler's bill deals with something. There are persons who believe that there are these rickety rafts coming out of Haiti. And they believe that once the raft is pushed out to sea, places are running to see if they can get on these rafts. That's a business. That's a business. And doing it and researching it for years, you find that $5,000, $10,000 to get out of Haiti, to get out of any country. And you know what's so frightening, Shanique? no one guarantees that whoever leaves that port arrives to the destination
safely.
How many persons we do not know are at death? Our ocean has become a cemetery. And so this smuggler's bill speaks to a bigger picture rather than just people marching on the street, people putting out misinformation on the government trying to cause for persons to become Bahamian citizens overnight. No one deals with the immigration challenge in this country more than I do. And so if I thought that this bill had anything to do with causing for the detriment of our sovereignty, I would be on the streets too. But what the smuggler's bill does, more than anything else, it adds to the dignity of those who have been smuggled, and it also deals specifically with the persons who are doing the smuggling. There was a time when they say, if you go on a fast craft and the craft leave Bimini and the boat go in the air, by the time the boat come back down in the water, you're in the United States. It deals with all of that. We want to ensure that the Bahamas is not considered better for the United States or anyone else complicit in all that's happening.
And its leadership a compromise.
That's right.
You see, that's another thing. That's the
That's
view
right.
of these governments in third world nations.
That's right.
That they are unstable and can't seem to keep law and order. Therefore, obviously compromising the safety and security of the United States. Ellington.
Shanique, this is a very important bill at this juncture in our nation and also in the world and the region around us. And we've been plagued with this for a number of years. A lot of people, some of who are speaking on it on the streets and in other quarters, they are speaking out of what they hear under the tree. A lot of people, like you alluded to, does not understand the magnitude of this issue of illegal human smuggling. People don't even know how much of this takes place every day. As simple as you get up and go to work every day, this is on the level that activity is taking place. Here's our government, and like Adrian alluded to quite correctly, that a lot of us don't know the level of conversation has been going on. We see how we're getting ourselves an ambassador after ever so long. We know the mandate of this new administration to our neighbors north of us. We understand their mandate of cleaning up their country. And of course, with their back door, we're literally almost a border to them. We literally a border to them. So we're their back door. And the Bahamas is the easiest place for people from around the world. Forget our most pressing issue, which is to the south of Hispaniola. Forget Haiti. From around the world, people from nations converge onto the Bahamas to get into the United States of America. Okay? People are looking for opportunity for many different reasons. People are oppressed. People are living in poverty. People are living way below the poverty level. Okay? In addition to that, there are other groups, criminal groups, seeking to maneuver and to get themselves in certain places. And we are now seeking to put a hold on this. And Shanique, for the life of me, persons that have political aspiration that will take advantage of the ignorance of the masses and try to use things that they know people ain't gonna read the bill. People ain't going to try to understand when you try to give them clarity on it, but they're going to use this to make their step for their entrance into politics, to use it to make it something else. Like when, and it reminds me quite well, the first referendum that we tried to have, Mr. Ingram, when we tried to give women certain rights to, that they'll be able to pass on certain rights to their foreign spouse, like a Bahamian man could pass on to theirs, and all the others gone about the LGBTQ and all kind of other stuff. And we've got to stop this as a nation. Understand things. Seek understanding. If you don't understand something, don't speak to it. Don't seek to mislead the Bahamian people. Don't seek to mislead the Bahamian public when something is being done to assist in this very serious crime. A lot of stuff happened when you in the smuggling of illegal migrants and in I forget what the other one, not illegal migrant, but
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking. A lot of sinister things to do. Your daughter today could go missing and never be seen again and be somewhere out doing prostitution, forced into prostitution, forced into human slavery. You don't know where they are. You'll never see them again. It happens every time. It happens in the United States. It happens in other places around the world. We've got to fix these things. Let's do things and allow our government, where we see our government making missteps, be it PLP, FNM, or any other administration coming into place, we got to call them into order. But come on, let's go sensibly about these things.
Cassius, can you hear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir, jump in.
Yes, but let me remind our viewers about the bill, because the people who was out there shouting the loudest can't, I think they're the ones who can't read, so let me help y'all, all right? The smugglers bill will penalize smugglers for up to $300,000 and up to 15 years in prison. In addition, it's also asset forfeitures. So boats, vehicles, planes, whatever you bring them on is now property of the government of the Bahamas. $3,000 fine for every migrant being smuggled, and the court can impose additional penalties.
Yes.
This bill does not grant asylum. It does not grant amnesty, no permanent resident status, no pathway for smugglers. And so the people who are there shouting the loudest as if they have the knowledge are the ones who are the most dangerous to our democracy. If this bill was bad, I'd have been the first to tell you this bill was bad. But a bill like this is what we need. And if you think that the bill needs to be strengthened, like we said, the bill goes to first, second, third reading of the House, and then it goes to committee. And then we can all speak to our members of parliament to make adjustments for strengthening if you have issues with it. So for us to go to Bay Street as if the government is trying to push something down your throat, this is not it. This is not it. And I've had several people call me today, want clarification on the bill. And after they received clarification, then they understood that, listen, hey, okay, it's okay. But the misinformation, the deliberate misinformation, that these people are deliberately trying to gain political traction so that they can gain a foothold in our election or our parliament, whatever. But that's not the way to do it. Because you have to be able to say, speak truth. And so when I looked at this bill from head to toe, from back to front, I see that this bill is a good bill. Now, for me personally, I want to see another bill for the smugglers of gun act. In other words, those who smuggle guns into the Bahamas, I want to see life in prison. And so for me, that'll make me even happier. But this bill is a very strong bill. It's a very good bill. People are saying that, the asylum now, that people can have asylum in the Bahamas.
Let's talk about, let's jump into that, because that's another area, Cassius, Ellington, and Adrian, that is a point now of contention. If people are trying to dissect it all and break it down and say, listen, so gentlemen, let's just be real. See, because we ain't here to do the government no favors,
Absolutely.
This are Bahamas and this one Bahamas. True. So what I'm asking you all is this, because for the first time ever, even as a reporter, yes, as a reporter, I'll tell you what you do. You highlight the areas you need for headlines and you leave it alone. So this is the first time as a news reporter and talk show host that I've taken the time to read thoroughly and some highlighted points. You pointed out, Cassius, but to read a bit, no, truly, I'll just put it out there. Why? Because I'm like, if it's this much being made of it, then I need to see what's going on truly about it. So I watched from official government presentations to reading this bill, to reading the highlighted portions of the bill, the most important part of the bill. Y'all, let's be real, truly. It is being said out there and presented out there as, the government may be calling this the smuggler's bill, but this is in actuality the asylum bill. Gentlemen, now it was spoken to today by the Attorney General. Yes, there's a provision for asylum in the Bahamas. It's rarely used. More than 70% of it is rejected, but that clause exists in the Department of Immigration in a very small area, and if necessary, it is scrutinized to a T. But is the government trying to sneak one under our noses by calling this something else?
Let me just say, the government of Bahamas made a decision about 3 months ago, just under 3 months ago, to change the entire titular head of the Department of Immigration. And in doing so, William Pratt was the Director of Immigration. Places like Rudy Ferguson, who are staples in the Department of Immigration, all of those places were moved off the scene. And what happened as a result of that? There are some places like Stephen LaRoda, Andre Moxie, Adams. They're persons who they are so gung-ho on border protection. The government has made some critical decisions when it comes to the Department of Immigration. What foolish government you know would bring a bill to the most sensitive issue in our country today, would bring it just before election? I don't think if anybody would be that silly, Cassius Stewart, to want to put something on the table. What I've learned, and I want to put this out there, there's a group out there. The leader of that group, his main job is to incite, to excite. When he has no traction, he goes to immigration.
Shanique, let me say this. See, what people are failing to understand, this is the smuggler's bill. This bill does not amend, repeal, or replace the immigration law. Right. The laws of immigration still deal with the smuggled, and those laws remain. People just got to understand that
and the smuggled.
There are those who are intent, as Cassius said, deliberately to mislead people for their own personal gain. And this is wrong. This is not fair to the unsuspecting minds of some of our people.
And if our people would just take your time and read. I mean, truly, and understand, watch shows like this and others, and you make up your mind. Stop being spoon-fed. I tell you, as we wrap up and go to the break, a doctor said he became ill with a headache when he heard about it. Didn't read nothing, didn't watch nothing, but he just heard what he heard from on social media, and he thought he just bought it hook, line, and sinker. Listen, we're going to get into this even further right after the break. This is Beyond the Headlines. Back in a moment.
Then to get sassy, so you ain't gonna bring in this yard.
Let's go drive.
Listen, man, you know how much coconut I got in steel, man?
Let's go.
Kingston!
Boy, you lock up.
Sergeant!
Kingston!
Who is Sassy Sue?
They tell me I can borrow Sassy Sue, the Sassy Sue.
Sarge, I ain't telling you can touch my boat.
Everybody lock up.
Best of the Best is back on Montague Foreshore from December 4th to December 7th, so I can see you there.
Crossing the Sidney Poitier Bridge just got easier. Now you can pay your bridge tolls using debit or credit cards.
No more searching for cash.
Just tap and go. Quick, secure, and easy.
Modern convenience, same trusted service from the Bridge Authority.
At the Water and Sewage Corporation, safety and convenience are our top priorities. However, our meter readers face challenges that can make their job difficult. Locked gates to guard dogs sometimes leads to missed readings and estimated bills, which can be frustrating for you and us. That's why we're upgrading to digital meters. They bring safety, accuracy, and convenience to homes across the Bahamas. We can streamline data collection, reduce on-site visits, and provide more accurate bills with no more estimates. Digital meters also help detect leaks early, saving you from costly bills and reducing water waste. Soon, a user-friendly app will let you track your water usage, manage bills, and stay informed, all at your fingertips. Over the next year, we're rolling out digital meters nationwide, transforming how we serve you with a safer and cost-efficient water supply. To learn about our digital meters, visit our website or call us today. And don't forget to update your information at any of our locations.
Welcome to Sunburst Super Christmas Sale, where you buy 5 and get 1 free. Prices start at just $28.95 for top quality wall paints and high gloss oil paints for $55.95 a gallon. Lucky customers get a chance to win a 42-inch TV every Saturday starting now. The drawing will take place at Sunburst Paints the first week of December. You can also have a chance to win one of 2 65-inch TVs during the month of December. So hurry on down to Sunburst Paints on Harold Road, where you buy 5 and get 1 free. Happy holidays, everybody!
When it comes to working at height, there is no room for error. You need certified professionals, reliable systems, proven results. That's where NWC Bahamas comes in. We're the largest fall protection service provider in the Bahamas. trusted by contractors, building managers, and developers from Grand Bahama to Inagua. From high-rise window cleaning and facade maintenance to fall protection system design, training, and certification. Our team of highly trained and internationally certified technicians delivers expert service to the highest international standards. We work faster, safer, and more efficiently with minimal disruption to your operations. Call the team that's certified, insured, and built for heights. Visit nasawindowcleanerslimited.com or call us now at 431-4859. NWC Bahamas. We don't just rise to the challenge, we protect it.
Beyond the Headlines is now introducing powerful TV advertising opportunities made just for you. Choose our television ad package, 20 30-second ads for $2,000 or 20 60-second ads for $2,500 plus VAT. Prefer flexibility? Go a la carte. Just $150 for a 30-second ad or $200 for a 60-second ad. Step into the spotlight with our interview package. One 15-minute interview for $500 or 4 for $15 per month. Or bring Beyond the Headlines directly to you with our live on location package, only $2,600 plus VAT. For more information, contact our sales agent at 242-466-6173.
This segment is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. This evening we are taking our time and combing through what has become a very controversial Smugglers Bill 2025. For no reason, really, not that we can see. I mean, it's something that every nation is doing, closing in on its borders, getting certainly zeroing in on smuggling and operations, human trafficking operations. Well, the Bahamas is no different because the way that we are located, we are ideal for all sorts of trans movement and transportation and smuggling activities as have been happening. And therefore, this bill that was tabled yesterday has really gotten the people's attention. It's created a lot of emotions, a lot of misrepresentations, a lot of accusations all over the place. I mean, there's one group that says the government is misleading the people and the government is trying to sneak one in under our noses. And so we're going to continue to discuss this. Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines, everyone. Of course, this evening I'm joined by Adrian Francis, Ellington Ferguson, Cassius Stewart. Some say there should have been public consultation on this bill before it was tabled. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Not necessarily. I don't think, I mean, normally the bill only became controversial because that fella decided he wanted to use this as a political poll. And now it's backfiring. And so that's the only reason why the bill becomes, I mean, the government has a plethora of bills on the table and none of them goes for consultation. Now, every citizen has a right because all the bills are posted on the government website. You want to see what the next bill is up, you can go to the government website and you can see what's going on. And if you have issues with that, then you could reach out to your member of parliament and say to him or her that, listen, I have issues with this bill and this is what I need you to say for me in parliament. I need these section 1, article 3 to be addressed because I don't agree with it. But to go ahead and bring it to the public, you know, it doesn't necessarily need it. It's now in the public domain because by now I think every Bahamian would have gotten a copy of the bill through social media and would have read it and would have seen that whatever they now perpetrating or using propaganda is false. But the bill is a really good bill. I think the bill will strengthen the immigration system in the Bahamas. And then we can now begin to punish those who smuggle people in our country and really give them a $300,000 fine and 15 years in jail. I think that's a good punishment. So for me, I think I think what we have right now is a good bill.
I think one of the observations in the bill that we have to be also mindful of is the smuggler, and then there's also the smuggled.
The smuggled.
We have to be very careful with the smuggled because there are times when we forget that these persons are not being coerced by the smuggler. That's a business. And we have to remember that these persons pay an enormous sum of money to get to the destination.
So the equally is.
Yeah, and so we have to be careful. When persons show up to our shores, whether they run in the bush or wherever they run, immigration department, I saw a video of a young man running somebody down, one immigration officer on Robinson Road. They better look at Usain Bolt. They just go after you. If you here illegally, turn yourself in.
And that is why the smuggled is considered under the law as
Immigration
illegal.
law. Illegal. Yes.
Now they are not the criminal as the smuggler, but they will be subjected to the same laws that has always been.
They will be detained.
Been on the books.
They will be detained. Habeas corpus, they'll go before the courts. After they go before the courts, they'll be deported. And so we have to get out of this thing where we believe that because somebody said on social media, it's right. And so, and then this nonsense Cassius, I blame Cassius for the fella. I don't know.
What you do, you blame me?
I blame you, man. Sometimes error have to have an arrow. And I will put the arrow at the error.
I don't think that there needed to necessarily be any consultation. If this was in fact something that the government was giving free rein to illegal immigrant coming here, yes. Or if the government was doing something where it affects...
Or revising some policy where they're trying to, because of Haiti's
Absolutely.
ongoing
Yes,
issues,
there should
grant
have been
citizenships or residency.
Yes. Or if they're affecting Bahamian lives on the ground and how they live or something. Yes, but this where we're dealing with criminals. We're dealing with criminals who are transporting, moving people through regions and collecting millions of dollars for it and all this type of stuff.
Listen,
and so, no, we don't need no consultation.
I hear voices saying things like, the governor is trying to get 50,000 persons in the Bahamas under citizenship in order to get them to vote.
Before election.
Before election. I mean, in the name of Jesus, man.
And so so let me bring this point up. Because another point out there, and I want to, as I hear them, and the legitimacy of some of them, I'm bringing it, because let's discuss it. Let's discuss it, because that person out there who honestly, legitimately want answers, here's one of the questions I'm hearing, that the issues are also with the provisions to the smuggled to grant care in the event that they need it. Jesus. Now that is a human right worldwide. You cannot deny that.
That's right.
But I want you gentlemen to address it. This is an issue. Like, first of all, how long, and who you granting it to, and after you grant it, what you could do? Give them residency? Like your thoughts, gentlemen.
No, you see what happened in any country. If you find yourselves being apprehended in a country for whatever reason, if you get sick, that government must make sure that you get medical care. No matter what crime you committed, no matter what you've done. And so when the man who committed murder, if he gets sick in the hospital, you got to provide health care for him, even though he may be an atrocious individual. And so you have to be able to understand one thing, that you may hate Haitians or don't like Haitians. They're human beings. Jesus Christ died for them just like he died for you. And they were made in his image just like he was made. You're made in his image. And so because of that, where they're here illegally, you got to treat them with dignity. If they're hungry, you got to feed them.
Absolutely.
We cannot be barbaric. We cannot be nasty. And so it's not in our position to treat anybody less than anyone, because when you sum it up, all us come on a boat, hey? And so, but for the fact remain in this case,
and many
if
of
they're
us go on
illegally,
planes to the United States and tri-state.
Some of the same things.
Hey, Cassius, get this part, and Ellen, you could jump in. Many of us go on planes and go to the U.S. and do the same thing.
You understand?
And so come on.
And
yes.
so we expect to be treated with dignity wherever we go. And so for us, though, we cannot become a nation where we are so mean and nasty that we treat anybody with disrespect. And I don't like the fact that we are getting into that place where I know we fight for our sovereignty and we want this thing called the Bahamas, and Bahamians are clannish. But we got to be careful that we don't become a nasty bunch of people that God take everything away from us. Because they are illegally because they're running from something. When they get here, we must treat them with disrespect, send them back home to their country and tell them, let's go fix your own country. But whilst in our country, we will not be a mean and nasty bunch of people. That's not who Bahamians are.
Absolutely not. Because, Shanique, we got to be careful of these issues. These people are running, as much as we don't like the overcrowding in our country, they're running away from their country, looking for a better way of life. I mean, if you see the conditions that some of these people live in, and then when bring it home, we've got many of us who think that we can't make it in the Bahamas And many of our families,
the
some of
same
your
thing.
brothers and your sister and your cousin and your friend, right over there in the United States. Some of them went over illegally, and there's a number of them, including some of mine, over there illegally. And they're working and trying to see if they can make something happen for themselves. Would you like for them to be treated inhumane because they went to do that? I don't think so. And so we need to be careful of when we talk about these things.
I want to put this on the table, and one of the things I've often say, and I want to be clear with this: culture travels. A statement the Lord gave me some time back. Culture travels. One of the things that we have to be very careful of. We've adopted so many cultures, and ours has not been carefully established yet. You cannot come through the back door and get front door benefits.
No, sir.
You cannot come through the back door and get front door benefits. And we are strong with that. The Bahamas must maintain its level of dignity on how we treat persons, but we have to also be very clear.
The Bahamas is for Bahamians.
Bahamas is for Bahamians.
I played something last night, Adrian, where the Secretary of Homeland Security said, what this president wants is to make it very clear. America is for Americans.
Yeah,
and so we hold the same ideals,
That's
views,
right.
and thoughts very close to our heart.
Respect
the Bahamas is for Bahamians.
When you come here, respect my town.
And I'm saying if you come here illegally and you've been here for years, and if the Bahamas decide to give some document, I don't think that person should ever be granted no citizenship. I think they should be given residence.
Let me tell you something about it, Chidi, and I want to make this clear. Access is not a right. Access is a privilege.
Absolutely.
Access is not a right, it's a privilege. When you come to this town and you get access, it's a privilege. This country owe no one anything except they established the foundations laid by my forefathers. The Bahamas is for the dignity of our country. In so many areas of our country, Bahamians are not happy.
Because I'll tell you this, because Bahamians themselves have decided to sit on the sidelines, and others have had to come in and help build a nation. Let's not be complicit in this stuff. Every nation needs and welcomes ordered, structured migration.
Yes.
Including the Bahamas.
Yes.
Because if you rely on many of us to get up and work and actually build the nation, because the nation needs further growth, it ain't gonna happen. You understand?
Can I jump in?
Quickly, Cassius, yes.
I had an opportunity to visit Dubai the other day. Dubai is perhaps one of the most progressive cities, and Abu Dhabi, UAE, is one of in the world.
Yes.
And the first thing I've learned within the first 3 days is that the entire city of Dubai is powered by immigration.
Oh.
And so for me, the quote that hit me was, the city of the future will be powered by immigrants. 10 million people live in Dubai. 1 million is Emiratis, and 9 million are foreigners. Now, they put parameters in. You could come there, you could be born there, but you will never be a citizen. You can't vote, you could work. If you don't function according to our laws, you will go back, no matter if you're born in that country. 1 million of them is native born, and 9 million of them are foreigners, and they run in Dubai. That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
The whole city, everyone you meet is from somewhere else. Now, the question is, are we there as the Bahamas? No,
we're not.
No, we're not there, but we will get.
That it needs its
integration
of immigration in order to advance with
structured,
it. Because you cannot
ordered,
you cannot have all of that development, all of that going on, and your native people do it. You need people to help build that.
You absolutely do.
That's something I learned as a conversation for another day.
No, which is great, and it's something to explore later on. You're absolutely right, Cassius. Something to explore. But I want to move this along, gentlemen, because I know we probably have about maybe 7-8 minutes in this segment remaining. So I just want to say this part. NBA player, former Los Angeles Laker, Rick Fox, he dabbled in Hollywood for a moment. But he's been very vocal, as you all know, over the last, let's say, handful of months. He's made clear, too, that he wishes to contest in the next general election. I'm not quite sure if he has stated which political organization, but he's been very outspoken. What he has, though, is an ambassador at large post by this Davis administration. I understand other things as well. But here's some stuff Rick said. Rick said he's been consistent and clear. Our democracy needs strengthening. Our elections need full transparency. Bahamians deserve security to vote without financial recourse and with total confidence that the secrecy of their ballots is protected and counted accurately. Live streaming the election process from ballot boxes to voter counting would be a major step forward. Where's that ever done? Where you live stream
I've never heard of it.
Rick, even the places you call home, because you just come here and decide you was Bahamian. So even those places do not Do not live stream, no vote account. You can watch the live stream and you can see which state turned red, which state turned blue. Now you all, let's just be real about this. I understand Rick Fox had an opportunity to represent the Bahamas at some Olympics recently with the basketball, yes? Please help me out, y'all.
He's not representing us at the Olympics.
What is Rick Fox? With his ambassador at large post, what has Rick Fox done to really cement and put help put the Bahamian footprint out there? Go ahead.
Let me, for point of disclosure, Rick is a friend, and let me just put on the table first. Rick has been born in Bahamas, and Rick went to Kingsway Academy, of course.
When did he leave the Bahamas?
10th grade, he left the Bahamas, and Rick has gone on to become drafted by the Boston Celtics into the NBA, went on to the Los Angeles Lakers and won several championships. And like Sidney Poitier and other places would have gone away and become successful on those soil. Does it guarantee you any right to our parliament as a result of the fact that you became famous? That may be the question. And the answer is no. It's not about the election.
Rick, let me tell you something. You come in the wrong way, dude. Don't do that. See, I can tell you one thing about that. You have been conveniently everything else for the most of your life. Now you have come back. And guess what? We don't oppose you coming back and actually wanting to be a part of the growth and forward movement and the political process of the Bahamas, you know. But Rick, you ain't going to come yesterday and have all this say. No, Rick. Go find an area.
Rick and the Legends walk.
Rick, go find an area.
Gosh,
when I say area, Family Island, constituency, they put him there just to help make up the number because Rick has won every other flag but the Bahamas flag. What I'm saying to Rick Fox is this. Rick, we welcome you, you know. But Rick, you got to prove yourself. It's like a man with a woman. A woman ain't just going to lay on her back for a man. Prove yourself, Rick. Prove yourself. Go to any constituency around this nation. Go and endear yourself with the people. Let us see what it is that Rick Fox really wants to do and hear more from Rick Fox. Then, Rick Fox, you speak on the shows.
I had a family member told me that he saw Rick Fox coming out of a Goldman Hotel with the leader of the opposition. And he said he saw...
Pintard, don't do that. Pintard.
I'm only saying that's what he saw. And so I only want to throw it out there that my good friend Rick was having lunch. And they may not have been talking politics. Yeah. They could have been talking Kingsway. Friendship. Yeah. It doesn't mean Cash saw that they were talking politics. Or he just coming out of Goldman. I understand the food at Goldman is very good.
Anytime you see them come from Goldville, that's the political spot.
Oh, that's the political seat there.
I heard that the food at Goldman is very good.
I've been there too.
I have absolutely no issues with any Bahamian that goes off to school or whatever it is, whether it's a working a career, made a name for themselves, do well over there, and at some point decide I want to return home, I want to get involved in what's happening in my home and try to help build the Bahamas that I hold dear to my heart. I have no problem with that. My kind of issue that I kind of have with this whole situation with Mr. Rick Fox is that you agreed to the government to be a spokesman for the government, to represent the government. The things that you're saying, is that the government's position? Is that where the government stands? Is these the thing that you're receiving from your home base? I don't think so. My thing is, yes, it's fine and all for you to want to run. You should step away from it. I am surprised and disappointed in the government for not calling in your ambassadorship. But I think the honorable thing should be, once you want to begin to speak on that level, you should step away from that position and get ready for your campaign or whatever party. That is my position on that. Davis. But I am disappointed in the Progressive Liberal Party for not calling that ambassadorship in at this point.
Sir, you can't have, your house can't be like, you know,
very disappointed.
Little security breaches in certain areas. Certainly, let's deal with this because I'll tell you this. But Rick have every right to come home and do all of course he does. But Rick Fox, the Bahamian people are not to be played with. Seriously, we right now at this point and juncture in our growth and development, we need people who are going to actually make sense. Yes. You see what's happening around you. You point out some of those things. Well, don't come here and add to it.
Poor Rick.
But I get poor. I thought he made millions. Be on the headlines is back right after this.
We have to be mindful that as much as we want touristic development, what impacts the fishery? Over-coastal development, destruction of mangroves, overzealousness of the industry. We have a new movement called do-it-yourself fishing. That is anglers who come to the Bahamas, they don't engage in hiring a guide. Because of this approach, you are going to have people who are going to exhaust the resources.
This is an industry that's preserved. It should be for Bahamian guides only. We have the DIYs coming in here and they're destroying our flats.
We try not to overfish certain areas, so we'll fish a certain area and we'll back off for a while because we don't want the fish to feel too much pressure.
It's not just using the buzzwords of the environment and the ecology. The tourists can be educated that the more you support local ownership, people are doing it obviously the right way, the more the economic circulation in the communities.
I think the most critical thing is accountability, and that accountability by way of legislation, both the Act and regulations to govern fly fishing in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
I look at conservation efforts and the regulation that I've seen to protect the industry that's in the developed world. All of those jurisdictions have implemented strong regulation to protect their fisheries. We are way behind, but we do have a movement and a consciousness. We know where we need to be. Those are our resources, and we have to make an exerted effort to protect it because that's the only gift that we have been given. And if we don't protect that, then we lose everything.
Building the lodge, I understood clearly the mission to continue what my father started. From this lodge, it has served as the headquarters. We finally got legislation passed in 2016, and it legitimized the guiding profession. We pushed to get the program established into BAMSI in the training of the next generation of guides, but it extends way beyond that.
We need more Bahamians in the industry who are doing the research to provide the information to the industry, that is to fishermen, and to everybody who benefits from the resources.
We don't know the resources in this country. We grew up just hearing about sun, sand, and sea.
It is going to be through education and awareness, whether it's within our schools, whether it's in our communities, to conserve the environment, that is going to sustain the fly fishing industry.
Well, the future of fly fishing in the company, I think fly fishing is a very, very unique spot. I think it's going to get better because the guides are now being all certified. They're all getting proper knowledge of handling and how to run the whole system.
If you're a youngster and you want to get into this, it's a job like any other job. You got to live it. You got to love it.
Young entrepreneurs coming in, you want that kind of interest. You want that kind of drive and desire. You want to carry that. You want to become the product.
Twas the night before Christmas. The stage was set. Big Bang arrived, the biggest yet. Fantasy 5 flashing, those 5 balls glow. Quick draw, lotto making winners flow. The island erupting, the cheers grow bigger. Santa laughed out loud, our balls are bigger. From Moneyland's heart, the truth was clear. At Island Luck, winners live here.
It's an Island Luck Christmas. Joys in the air, jackpots are rising. Right there. There's luck everywhere. No snow on the ground, just sunshine and cheer. It's an Island Luck Christmas, best time of year.
Big Bang, December 20th. See you there.
Beyond the Headlines is now introducing powerful TV advertising opportunities made just for you. Choose our television ad package, 20 30-second ads for $2,000 or 20 60-second ads for $2,500 plus VAT. Prefer flexibility? Go a la carte. Just $150 for a 30-second ad or $200 for a 60-second ad. Step into the spotlight with our interview package. One 15-minute interview for $500 or 4 for $15 per month. Or bring Beyond the Headlines directly to you with our live on location package, only $2,600 plus VAT. For more information, contact our sales agent at 242-466-6173.
This segment is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. It's good to have you tuned in. We're going to shift gears and lighten things up. You know, whenever Ian Thomas comes on, I tell you, but first of all, you all know it's the 1st of December. The holiday season is like right there. You can just touch it. And so Ian is here to give us some ideas of, first of all, where the best shopping is, and even starting this weekend, where you can begin making some things happen. And so Ian, good evening to you. It's wonderful to have you here. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, and it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Miss Shanique Miller. Man, listen here. You okay, man? Where can I? Listen.
Go ahead, Ian.
Okay. I didn't say anything. What's going on? Hey, good evening, Shanique Miller. You look lovely as usual.
Oh, thank you.
You know, people always stop me and they go, Ian, Shanique, why you don't start cutting up with Shanique on that TV? I said, I'm not cutting up with Shanique. Shanique is like a sister to me. And it's serious. I'm like, she's just a nice person and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I think one time I'm going to take her on a friend date.
Ooh.
I'll take you on a friend date.
Wow.
How's that sound?
I don't know, Ian.
But I'll take you on a friend date, man, Shanique.
I have a feeling you're a dollar bill on these streets. I don't
No,
need,
I'm serious.
I don't need.
We'll go out.
I don't
We'll
need the
sit down. We could share a hot dog, a chip, and a juice.
Hold on. Who you think I am? You think I'm on Fox Silly?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Shanique Miller got to stop me.
I have not had hot dogs in years. I mean that.
I know, Jeepers Creepers. Dude, I segue. Hey, listen here, man, Shanique Miller. I'm so happy to be here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Thomas, and I am here from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Yeah, that's it. That's my number. Good. Hey, Justin, you guys doing a great job with the camera today. Hey, listen here, man. Hey, Shanique Miller, it's so important to save money. You know that. It's so important to save money. And I'm here tonight to talk about Raw Beauty Collection. I just got in contact with this client this week. Mm-hmm. And she said, Ian, I love Shanique Miller. I love her so much. And I watch the show all the time. Mm-hmm. She wants to invite you down sometime. That's Raw Beauty Collection. So this is for all you women out there who desire flawless hair. And you guys are known for having a stylish fashion sense. And I mean, I want you to go there. You women out there who carry yourself well, sophisticated, elegant, and trendy. They're located on Robinson Road. So let me try to remember without looking down. You're on Robinson Road and you're heading west. As soon as you pass the hit spot, they are on the left-hand side, right next door to them. Mm-hmm. And I want you guys to go there and check them out. So that is Raw Beauty Collection. And that's where you need to go. So if you're looking for premium virgin hair and wigs, you want to go down there. They have 6 stunning virgin hair textures to choose from, perfect for every style and occasion imaginable. They got something called HD and transparent lace front wigs for that natural, unnoticeable melt into skin hairline. So I had to read those words, melt into skin. That means you can't see anything. That's wonderful.
Important.
Yes, very much so. Full density wigs that gives volume, bounce, and body to that active woman, you know, who's moving around. I guess like those women who go to the gym too and exercise.
Just walking. Remember like the Flex hair commercial a million years ago?
With my hair back and forth.
And so you just wanted to like move. Move.
And you just flow and it looks really, really good. They also got that frontal closures. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody can tell me. Frontal closures designed for that seamless install, ideal for women who want to do it themselves. So that's what it is, the frontal closures. Raw bundles in 3 top tier textures. They got something called the Icon Flow, silky sleek look, the Royal Silk, and that exudes softness with every movement and extremely practical, just like what you were just talking about. Lavish curls, and I'm talking about that bold, bouncy look that accentuates your true beauty. And they say that they only stock the highest grade in hair textures that you're gonna find around town, and that's raw beauty. Clients describe their hair quality as top tier, long lasting, and just absolutely gorgeous. So you can choose from the most desired textures. They got straight, body wave, deep curly, loose deep, Burmese curly, and deep wave. Mother's sick, but that's plenty. That's plenty
It's a lot.
styles.
It's a lot, yeah.
It's a lot to choose from.
But it all is so awesome and
And
beautiful.
it all fits together so well. I'm going to go ahead and offer. Well, I'm going to go skip something down here. I want to go ahead and give away like two $50 vouchers for anyone who might purchase some hair from them. You just WhatsApp me and with the receipt, and once you keep that, you send it in, and you can go ahead and get those one of the two vouchers if you purchase
ladies,
something.
the number's on the screen.
Your number's on the screen. Go down there and get that. You can give one to a family member or a friend, or you can keep it for yourself. What else I want to let you guys know? While you're there, you can browse, and you'll be amazed at the variety of choices when it comes to their wide selection of fashion for the modern women. The latest clothing and accessories, all in mind for women who take their fashion seriously. So trend-forward pieces that elevate your look from that everyday chic to that jaw-dropping, one-of-a-kind pieces. So no matter if it's fashion, you're gonna get it down there, your hair, the clothing. There's no need to wait. Don't order stuff online and have to wait around for those people to deliver to the Bahamas. It's gonna take a long time. Their prices are comparable to the US prices, so Shanique and I always talk about the importance of shopping at home and buying Bahamian. So you can visit Raw Beauty Collection. I'm gonna give you the phone number first, 525-7938. 525-7938. One more time, 525-7938. And where they're located, I was just telling Shanique, they are on West Robinson Road. So if you're on Robinson Road heading west, so like you're heading towards the Town Center Mall, right after you pass the last traffic light before you reach the Town Center Mall, it's the second building on the left. It's yellow and white, immediately after the hit spot. Best prices on virgin hair, wigs, clothing, and accessories. And like I said, I'm gonna give away two $50 vouchers so you can go down there and get some hair or some clothing. Get it for someone that you care about, or get it for yourself, give it away. But that's Raw Beauty Collection, 525-7938. Go down there, check them out, and we're gonna do some amazing things with them. Commonwealth Fabrics, just got off the phone with Tammy. Commonwealth Fabrics, they're in Palmdale. But boom, they've been around from 1979, you know that?
Yeah,
1979, a long,
yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
So if you're a tailor, a seamstress, upholstery person, say again?
Trusted for all things
I love that when
and
I love that when I work along with a company and they've been around such a long time. And like I said all the time, it shows that they must be doing something right, and the response and the reception from the public is overwhelming. So that's Commonwealth Fabric. If you know somebody who, like I said, who's a seamstress, a tailor, doing the upholstery and all that stuff like that, you want to tell them to go down there, because right now Commonwealth Fabric has started their 24 days of Christmas sale, where you're gonna get 24% off on all fabric except Androsia. Sorry about that, not Androsia right now. All the way up to Christmas. Loyal customers, you guys save really big. You guys are gonna get 25% off. And if you people wanna make sure that you're gonna stay in the know, you wanna just go online, check them out on Facebook, TikTok, or you're gonna call the store to see what new sales are happening. Because what they do is they focus on a new item every day. So you wanna go down there and check out, hey, what's happening down there at the store. Save big right now on shoes, plus huge discounts on evening bags, jewelry, gloves, and designer fabric. A lot of people didn't know that they carry things like that at Commonwealth Fabric. And they said, Ian, if it wasn't for you, I didn't know that they do shoes and evening bags and jewelry and
but
gloves.
How about like for the Junkanoo season? Do they have those wonderful little tricks?
You used to do track and field in school because you jump in the gun. Come on, man.
Just ahead.
I telling you, man, you get the designer fabrics. They got the lace, brocades, Lemoore, solid and print, Mikados, solid and print, stretch taffeta, solid and print, and just in case you guys were, and also the scuba, the neoprene, solid and print also. If you guys want to fix up your home, they got the most beautiful upholstery fabric right now for your love seats and your couches. Just in case somebody was thinking about, I'm going to go get rid of this, going to throw this away and everything. You guys can get your guys to come on in and reupholster those furniture, and that's wonderful what's happening down there. Now what you're talking about, coordinates, there's something called coordinates and shares. They got coordinates, shares, fur, and blackouts, all for you junkanooers, just like what Shanique Miller just said, and brown cotton. So you're looking for that trimming. It's all stocked up and ready to go down there at Commonwealth Fabric. Not to mention they got flat bedding and beads. I'm telling you, you guys are going to find it all at Commonwealth Fabric. This is how to reach them. You are going to reach them at www, this is online of course, www.commonwealthfabrics.com, or on Facebook, or on TikTok. The phone number, 325-0629, 325-0629, 325-0629. They're located number 1 Palmdale Avenue. Tammy, I love you. You guys are doing a wonderful job down there. I named Ian, a son named Ian. Lord, everybody named Ian nowadays. So go down there and check them out, Commonwealth Fabrics, and take advantage of that 24% off sale store-wide. K.S. Moses. I just talk about the women. I got to give you something for the men. K.S. Moses, the number 1 men's clothing store in the Bahamas. They want to celebrate by offering an early Christmas gift to all men who believe in being properly attired. Ladies, right now, you can go down there and enjoy the best prices on new arrivals for that special guy in your life. Maybe your husband or your boyfriend or your father, your grandfather, your brother, your son, whoever it is, you're going to get great deals. You'll definitely find somebody to suit something to suit their style. Right now, you're going to for the holiday, you can get holiday suits and tuxedos, specially priced from $150. I can't believe that when he sent me that email, $150, holiday suits and tuxedos. That's what the price that they're starting. I don't want you guys to take that lightly. Go down there, spend your money, and get these wonderful things. Imagine picking up stylish men's dress shoes as low as $25. $25 dress shoes.
I don't know.
That's serious. They're comfortable and long-lasting. And if you want quality men's and boys button-up long-sleeve shirts, you can go down there. So they got dress shirts. You can go down there and pick them up. What else? As low as $15. Dress shirts as low as $15. Yesterday, when I was in the store, it was packed with guys buying those bow ties. A lot of those guys had to dress up. They got them bow ties. Bow ties starting as low as $5. $5. And you fellas who love those linen bush jackets, they're now on sale. Yeah, you see them. I see some guys, they really ain't no suit and tie kind of guy. Yeah. So I see them, they wear a nice bush jacket and the whole thing. Yeah. So that's what's happening down there. You can get those starting as low as $40. Now, if you're a big, tall, strapping guy, those ones start as low as $50. So go down there, check them out. Sizes up to 4X while supplies last. And remember, at KS Moses, you can buy top brands like Perry Ellis. That's a great, great brand. If anyone is familiar with that brand, Perry Ellis, you can get it in suits and blazers, belts and wallets and cufflinks, polo and dressy or casual shirts, dress pants, and chinos. It's so much to choose from. You guys don't want to wait. Go down there, check them out. Christmas is coming early for you guys at KS Moses. I'm going to give you the phone number, 322-7707. 322-7707. That's 322-7707. Or you can visit them on Collins Avenue and 5th Terrace. And once again, the phone number, 322-7707. Thank you so much, Evans. You guys are doing an incredible job over there. Now I'm going to tell you about Audio Plus. I was speaking to Mr. Johnson 2 days ago at Audio Plus. They're on Soldier Road, Audio Plus and the Hits, Audio Plus.
Yes, I know that.
And the Hit Spot. You know about them.
Very, very good.
You just go there and get all your Junkanoo and your music stuff?
Yeah, I mean, but even if you just need a key, sort of new batteries,
yes,
like whatever, they have right to the smallest item to anything else you need.
You know exactly.
Yeah.
About 3 years ago, I got my mom a nice tambourine for church from there. As a matter of fact, I didn't even mention my mom. Happy birthday. It's my mom's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
And it's coming in from me and my sisters, Shari and Tika and my cousins and Bernica and Bernie and
It's an extra fee for all these names. Yes, all these
everybody.
names. But I hope you had an amazing day today.
My mom loves you. You know that. You know my mom loves you. Always.
I hope you
talking about that Shanique again? Man, talk about me. Say some good things for me.
I get that because we're twins.
Yeah, I'm serious.
We're selfish alike. But I trust you had an amazing day.
Yes. I'm going to go see it right after this show. Many more. So, Audio Plus, the largest store in the entire Bahamas for all your audio and musical needs. And they're starting off Christmas early once again with their Christmas pre-sale. You can get sousaphones and metaphones, mics and mixers, scrapers for Junkanoo. That's a thing like that.
Such a good sound.
Yes. Electric and bass guitars. You can get children drums, tum-tums, speakers, and Yamaha keyboards. The largest store in the entire Bahamas for all your audio and musical needs. They're open up from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Through Saturday. So they have a wide selection of drums, like I said, drumsticks, jump canoe drums in all sizes for kids and adults. If you're a defense force officer or police officer, or you at a school, you look no further, you're gonna get the strongest sounding marching drums for your group and your group members. Thousands of cowbells. Do you know what a konkalaka is? Konkalaka, it's a thing which you hit like a drum. I thought the konkalakas was something which you're shaking.
I thought so too.
I thought it
That
was
came to
konkalaka because
mind,
it sounds like that. Because I was down there and when I went to Junkanoo, I saw a woman shaking her konkalakas and I was like, my God, I love you shaking your konkalakas. Look at the size of your konkalakas. And I was...
Ian, talk to the people. Talk, because I knew I shouldn't have even asked. I shouldn't have answered.
Your konkalakas. Oh, sorry about that. So you got whistles and tambourines, trombones, trumpets, clarinets, flutes, huge of acoustic and electric guitars now reduced. Shanikas make me laugh, boy. Child, yeah. People say, Ian, why you put that thing on, that massager on?
That right there.
I just have to use this.
I have no idea about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just have to use this because Shanik sometimes be pain in the neck.
Tell him, give that to me for Christmas. How about that? I need you all, everybody, 5520212.
Yeah, we're going to do like a vote or something like that.
Seriously, tell Ian, give that to me for Christmas. That's all, please. Just call, just WhatsApp,
Look,
text, call, everything.
What else these people got, man? They got tambourines and keyboards in all sizes and all brands and everything for kids. They also carry DJ mixers. So you guys want to get the party started with a nice DJ mixer, you can go down there and get it there from Audio Plus. Audio Plus. Then you got the hit spot down there too also.
Kind of almost like side by side.
Almost side by side, very good. So go check it out. Also, you can get audio cables, speakers, amplifiers, and microphones. Special discounts for churches, restaurants, and studios on all powered speakers. I was there and some guys were there eyeing the Yorkville speakers. You guys out there who's DJ, you know Yorkville is the best speaker out there, best sounding quality and everything. Now the Hit Spot has 2 locations. Hit Spot is on Soldier Road and the other one's on Robinson Road. They're open up from 9:30 to 5:30 p.m. And if you have a vehicle and you want to install a car alarm, because it's so important, a lot of insurance companies kind of insist that you put an alarm in there to deter someone from taking your car. They sell alarms and they do the installation. Also, I want to let you guys know the alarms, they have the siren. You can lock and unlock the door, unlock and unlock the windows and start up your car as soon as you walk there. If you want to upgrade your sound system, your stereo system, remember they got top brand CD players, amplifiers, equalizers, and speakers. And if you have a Japanese car like me, you can get your stuff right down there. Everything is down there at the Hit Spot and also Audio Plus. Phone number 393-3732. 393-3732. And the Hit Spot is 356-8250. 356-8250. Time is just caught up on me really quickly, but I gotta say a few things. Justin, give me a second right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been calling me a lot for the Rose toy. I know it's Christmas time, and Morris is not around no more. This is a different type of toy. So you're gonna get this and you're gonna have a lot of fun, you and your partner. Get the Rose toy. It's only $55. Get it today, and you'll have a great time, like I said. Also, you're gonna get the blood pressure monitor. Blood pressure monitors are $65. Not like the old one back in the days that go with batteries. You charge this one just like your cell phone, and it talks to you, has a big screen in case you're visually impaired or whatever, you have an issue. It's only $65. Every house should have a blood pressure monitor. That's important. I love this. This is the cayenne pepper, hawthorn, beetroot, turmeric, vitamin D3, and K2. I take it every day.
Are amazing.
I put it on my tongue, and it's good. It's good for blood flow, and it's going to give your skin looking good and your hair looking good. I take it all the time.
By the way, beetroot has such beautiful, wonderful qualities.
Yes.
Health benefits. And that glowing skin.
You're absolutely right. You want to get this. I think the price for this is $24.95. I'm not quite sure.
Steal.
But you guys give me a call. These 2 products are selling like crazy. This is the minoxidil. If you have thinning hair and you want to grow your edges back, ladies, $34.95. Get the minoxidil. It's going to grow your hair. You guys with the bald spot, you're going to get this. You apply it twice a day. It's wonderful. The minoxidil is $24.95. $24.95. You're going to get it and you're going to love it. And this Jimarito Eye Honey. I can't stop talking about it. If you have any mucus in your eyes, any vision problem, you're going to get this. It's $75. Individuals dealing with cataracts and glaucoma, this is ideal. It's going to get rid of all those floaters and all the blurriness in your eyes. Get this product, it works. I use it myself. So I gotta get out of here. And lastly, the bully pill. Everyone's calling about the bully pill. You want the bully pill? It's only $55 for a bottle of 6. Men, you're not gonna be flaccid down there anymore. You're gonna have a nice, strong erection. You and your partner are gonna love it. It's all natural. It's $55. You take it, 1 capsule, along with some water, half an hour later, you're ready to go. Nice, strong erection. You're gonna feel good. She's gonna be happy. You're gonna love it. Get yourself the bully pill, and we're gonna just give me a call, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again, Shanique Miller, for having me here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you wanna find out any information about the companies I spoke about tonight, my number's on the screen, or any of the products I spoke about, give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212. 552-0212. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much, Ian. Thank you so
ma'am.
much. Of course, thank you to my Hot Topics panel, each of the gentlemen. Thank you all for being here. And a huge thank you to all of you for tuning in this evening. I certainly enjoyed having you along, and I look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow evening. For the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. Make it a great evening, everyone.